Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here. Alright, so congratulations again to the winners of our 2,750 subscriber mark giveaway. Our next one is at the 3,000 subscriber mark, so you don't want to miss out. And the faster we can get up there, the faster we can do the next giveaway. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your best buds. I know you don't want to share your fishing secrets, but still share the channel, guys. Alright, so today in all of this, I do want to say that I'm very humbled at everybody that is watching the channel and commenting along and sharing their knowledge, because again, this is a knowledge-based channel and we are very humbled at what everybody's pitching in to help us out and what we can do to help y'all out at the same time too. So that's going to take us into our next video, which is the Zabiki stick. This is a pretty cool item for a fishing rod. It was something that I saw and I really didn't believe in when I first saw it. I got to use it the first time about a week and a half ago, and we were catching bait using the Zabikis. The Zabikis are a multi-hook system that has a bunch of flies on it that will enable you to catch a lot of live bait. That way you can go for kingfish, redfish, and stuff like that. Today we're going to do the food chain challenge, and that's going to be starting out with the Zabiki rigs and moving on up to the big stuff. And I am planning on using a live Jack Crevalle for bait on the pier, because a lot of guys have already got kayaked out baits. I don't have the time today to really kayak a bait, so I'm intending on getting it done somehow, some way, and we are going to rock and roll it. Alright, so on that note, with the Zabiki rig, it's actually a 3-piece rod, and yeah, this is the bottom piece that's blocked off, sorry. And this is the hollow portion. Can you see down? Am I? Alright, so what ends up happening, this is the top section that'll come up here, and then you got your bottom section. Now, I need a free hand real quick, so I'm going to have my son give me a hand. So now, we're going to put the base on. This is your eyelet. You got one eyelet for the fishing rod, which is pretty cool. But you got to get it in there and line it up with your reel seat. So now I've got my reel seat lined up with my eyelet, and let's go ahead and get our Zabiki rig on there. So that's the tricky part. How do you get line through it and back through? What the best thing to do is use some heavy mono, so you can push it through to catch your line and then pull it through and then attach it to your fishing reel. It actually comes with a little device, my son is telling me. How strong is that clip? It doesn't say. Okay. So, it came with a little clip here. Paper clip works as well. I like to use heavy mono just because I can shove it in real quick and not have to be so finessey. Yes, that is not a word. I don't like the English language too much. No. Or English in class, should I say. Math and science is my thing. And fishing, obviously. Okay, so with the little clip in hand, we can put it through the eyelet, put it through the second eyelet, right there. Oop.
Yeah, that's the only finessing part.
Okay, so now I gotta give it line, so it'll start to slide down. Sounds like it's folding. If it has some line to feed it, it might.
Yeah, that might help.
Okay, so now that it's falling off the other end, go and engage the reel. And then now you can clip into your Zabiki rig. Now these are about 10 feet long, so obviously I don't have that much amount of space. But what I do is I'll pull off the first 4 hooks, I'll put a little weight on. Give me a 1 ounce weight from over there, son, real quick. so now that I've got my leader here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my 1 ounce weight, and this is only so I can control the leader as it's coming out. Set this off to the side real quick. I'll pull out my Zabiki rig, and you notice it's held up here by these and it's hooked down here. So the easiest way to do this without pulling the whole thing off is to fold that little piece of paper forward. You're going to pull this one off. Pull the next one off, that's the first hook. I'm going to pull 4 hooks off. Two. So now I've got my 2, let's go with 3 and 4. So I got my 4 there. Now that goes to the 4th and 5th hook right there. Right there is where I end up cutting it. And so I need my knife. And what I'll do is I get the 2 knots and I bring them together. And then I'll cut it right here in the middle. So now I've got my 4 hook selection, which creates another thing. I've got another Zabiki rig ready to go. So what I'll do is to store this, and I'll put it back in the bag and save it for when I run out of hooks on this one. Yes, you will run out of hooks on these. They get bitten up, tore up, and all of that real quick. But we like to use these heavier models, the marathons. And the reason for it is because they have a 50-pound main line and 30-pound drops. As you can see right there, 50 and 30. That means the main line here is 50-pound test, and each one of these is 30 pounds, so it gives you a lot more ability to hold on to bigger fish. We've actually landed 3 slot reds on one of these in one shot. So that was pretty cool. My little brother did it, and right when we got him to the netting, the 3rd one got to the net on the outside, and we missed it. So technically we didn't land it, but we did hook them, bring them to the pier. They were almost netted, but we did bring up 2 out of 3. So now we'll tie it here, and I'm just going to do a simple knot here, and the reason being because we're going to go fishing and we have a lot of gear, and we can actually stow this in the sack or in the sock till we get out there. So again, like I said, I'm just putting it through here. Now here's the tricky part. Not tricky, but the trick part, should I say. All you do is reel in. I'm going to get out of camera so y'all can see this. Can you see it? Okay. And all you do is gotta reel in. And there you go. So now when you go fishing again, okay, gets the hook. But yeah, there you go. Just like that. So now it has stowed my Zabiki rig so I can use it again. So as you're walking down the pier and you don't want to hook anybody or get tangled, all you do again, reel it all in, and there you go. So now you can walk around and not worry about getting hooked or somebody else get hooked by you. So here's the thing too, you know, if you have kids and stuff like this, this would be a great thing if you want to take them out to catch fish and not worry about them hooking anybody. Teach them to always reel it in, and then they can go from there. So again, this is a nice addition to your fishing collection if you are going to be catching live bait and stowing them on your boat or kayak or even on the pier, you know. So this is something to look forward to. And again, like I said, it's called a Zabiki stick. They're in the about $60 to $100 range. So depending on which one you get and where you get it from, it's a pretty cool addition to have. So, all right, guys, y'all have a good one. Thanks a lot.